Once upon a time, in a house in a nice suburb, there came a shy little puppy. He didn't seem very happy. He was kind of shy and wasn't sure why he was where he was. He tried to make friends and he looked around and talked to people. And he was a good little puppy, but he just didn't feel like he belonged. It was a new place. There were all these different things, and he wasn't really sure what to do about all the differences. So he sat around and tried to be brave, but he really was kind of sad. And he would sit around and slowly grow up, but he was always kind of wondering, what am I here for? And what am I supposed to do? And why am I out in the cold snow while you're in there? So he would go on hikes with his grandma and go in the woods and have fun, chase squirrels and bunny rabbits. He went in the deep woods looking for birds and found things with his humans. But he wasn't the happiest dog in the world. So one Christmas, he made a big wish for a friend to play with. And so Santa Claus brought him a puppy that he could enjoy too. And it was a very nice puppy. He was a little brown puppy, and he was friendly, and he was nice, but he'd never seen snow before, so he was kind of afraid. But being a puppy, he wasn't allowed to go all the places that Dakota could go, because Dakota was all grown up. And so Caesar had to poke his nose over the wall to see what was going on and look around and watch Dakota having fun. But then as Caesar got a little older, he got to go out and play with Dakota, and he and Dakota had fun. Although Dakota still wasn't real sure this was the right puppy, 'cause it stole his bones, and it wouldn't give 'em back. The little puppy growled when it took his bones. But the nice thing about puppies is they sleep a lot. He didn't stay around very much, causing too much trouble, so when he fell asleep, Dakota could get his bone back. And the puppy still couldn't do everything that Dakota could do. They would sit and look out the window at the birds and the bunny rabbits and the squirrels. And Dakota got to go outside and chase the squirrels, but the puppy couldn't, 'cause he was too little. So he had to just sit inside and wish he could go outside too. And he'd asked in the nicest way if he could go outside, but the answer was always no, and so he had to just sit and watch, and he got kind of sad. But then one day the weather got nice, and he did get to go outside, and Dakota showed him around the backyard and all the nice places you could go, and all the things about grass and mud and different stuff, and pretty soon the puppy was following Dakota around. And he was a playful puppy, so he would attack Dakota, and Dakota would attack him back, and pretty soon they were in a pretty big battle, fighting as ferociously tooth and nail as a puppy and a friendly old dog can do. And they had fun wrestling. The puppy would knock Dakota over with his strength and severity, and then get around Dakota's neck and nearly kill him. But then he'd get tired and have to take a little nap for a minute. But then they'd get wrestling again, and Dakota would be dead with his feet in the air, and the puppy would come over and chew on his ears while he was dead. So Dakota had to roll over and beat the puppy up on the other side. And then he'd get up and leave, and the puppy would say, "Where are you going?" Once in a while, the puppy would look in the bushes and say, "Hey, there's birds in here." And then Dakota would come over and say, "Really? Where? I've never seen birds in there. And then they'd chase the birds around. Then the puppy continued to steal Dakota's toys and run around the house with them and keep them away from Dakota, play with them and chew them up. And he still continued to steal Dakota's bones, not let Dakota play with those. Pretty soon we called the puppy Caesar because he thought he was an emperor. And he would steal Dakota's really good bones and hide in the bushes. But they were still fun and liked each other, and they would relax together and take naps. And they grew up little by little, and they were always playing together and looking around, doing everything like twins, because they were two German shepherds that understood what their purpose in life was now. And that was to be together. They are the best of buddies, and they like to do things. So this is the story of Dakota and Caesar, who are two dogs that love to play together and have a good time. And now that they're 6 years old and 8 years old, they have their own Christmas card pictures. And they go out with their humans camping in the A-liner, and they have one half of the trailer and their human gets the other half. And it's the life of luxury. And thanks for watching my YouTube video. I hope you enjoyed the puppy video. Have a great time and go camping.